Everybody watches the news from time to time, and presumably all of us here watch YouTube from time to time as well. But what if you combined the two? But oh, you could never combine the two. That's crazy. But what if I told you you're wrong, young man? Because yes, you can watch the news on YouTube. And I'm not talking about YouTube TV. I'm talking about YouTube.com. You don't need to cough up money for cable, a streaming service, or anything else like that. You can watch the news right from the YouTube app on your phone. And I'm talking about legit cable news. I'm not talking about Asmongold or InfoWars.
Elon Musk has launched Operation Big Balls.
That's right. You want to watch cable news? You can do it right here, right now. Probably. You see, you gotta know how to work the system in order to do this. You can't just go into the YouTube search bar and type in Fox News Live. That would be too easy. So here's how you do it. First, you gotta identify the network you want to watch. Once you find their schedule, look up the name of the segment that's airing right now. Once you do that, go to the YouTube search bar and type in the full name of the segment you're looking for, followed by the word live. Here, we can do it right now. Right now, it is 2 p.m. Let's say I want to watch Fox News and just get angry about how badly the liberals are destroying this country.
This notion I could kick most of their ass.
Well, I'll go to Fox News' website and I'll look up their TV schedule. What's airing right now? Currently, they are airing America Reports with Sandra Smith and John Roberts. Alright, we've got all of our variables. Now let's just plug them into the equation. So now I head on over to YouTube, type in America Reports Live. So at first, you're just going to get clips. But don't stop here. Now you have to go to the search filters and sort by live. Once you do that, scroll a little. And there you have it. America Reports Live with Sandra Smith, John Roberts. Live, March 6th, 2 p.m. Now you can watch reputable reporters engage in respectful and insightful dialogue.
You're running in the other direction if you don't want to do.
This is an exploit. There's exploits in everything. There are exploits in video games. There are exploits in financial markets.
Game stuck to the fucking moon! They can't stop it! Think about it! The voice! The voice!
And apparently, there are exploits for watching cable news. Now, there is a little caveat. You are going to have a very hard time finding anything that is not Fox News. But what if I'm a liberal? What if I'm a liberal? What if I want to watch MSNBC? What if I want to watch Joe Scarborough? What if he's the only way I'm willing to get the news?
This version of Biden, intellectually, analytically, is the best Biden ever. Not a close second. I've known him.
Well, for whatever reason, you can only do Fox News. I'm sorry. I don't know why. You would imagine that someone out there would be live streaming the Rachel Maddow show, but apparently not. So you may be thinking, alright, simple enough. But the video doesn't end here. I wouldn't just make an entire video showing you how to illegally watch the news. That would be bad. No, there's more than meets the eye here. So what's going on? Well, these live streams are actually a treasure trove of some of the greatest comedy that I have ever seen. And I'm going to show you why. Now, I'm going to try to keep some structure to this video, but I'm going to fly off the rails because there's just so much to look at here. So just to clarify, we're looking at YouTube channels that will take a Fox News broadcast and then without any licensing or permission proceed to illegally stream that broadcast on YouTube. Yes, this is illegal, obviously, but somehow these streams are constantly going live all over YouTube and getting thousands of viewers. And this is hilarious because YouTube is notorious for having this incredibly oversensitive content ID system where YouTube will flag, demonetize, and take down videos and copyright strike your channel into the ground for the smallest of copyright infringements. Or even just alleged copyright infringements. I mean, I've literally seen white noise channels get copyright striked out of existence. Really, white noise channels, where the only thing they post are videos of white noise. White noise, static, something no one can claim a copyright claim to. And the owners of these channels will get taken out behind the shed and executed by YouTube because somebody somewhere filed a copyright claim against them and YouTube was like, I don't fucking know, I'm not gonna look at this, you're done. So these poor guys will get killed by YouTube, but then on the other hand, you'll have these YouTube channels who will stream Jesse Waters primetime 1080p 60 FPS live the full hour and nothing happens to them. They're fine. Nothing happens to their channel. They do it every day. Now, like I've said, these channels are not hard to find and there's a lot of them. I mean, a lot of them. Now, I can't really speak to their motivations. I don't know why they do this, but I imagine there's some kind of financial incentive for them to do this. Now, I have not encountered any channels bold enough to put mid-roll ads on these live streams, but perhaps they do enjoy the occasional super chat from a loyal Fox News viewer. Now, from my research, I've encountered two particular kinds of channels that engage in this kind of fraud or make this kind of content. I guess it just depends on how you look at it. Now, the first group of channels that I'm going to talk about are what I call the shell channels. And I call them shell channels because these channels have a lot of different tricks that they will use to cover up the fact that their main form of content is essentially theft. They have a shell that they wear to cover themselves up and show the YouTube content bots that,
hey, I'm just an ordinary dude making YouTube videos. I'm totally legit.
they will have innocuous channel names or icons, and they will upload videos that seem ordinary. There's nothing on the surface of these channels that would suggest that they're illegally streaming Hannity Live. In essence, they're like stealth bombers. They fly under the radar. But if this is the case, then how did I discover them? Well, I'll tell you how. It all started a few weeks ago on a cold Sunday evening. It was around 8 p.m., and I was doing what many other young men do. I was just browsing YouTube trying to find something good to watch. After a while, I came across this video. What is this video? I had no idea. Lemon happy something something lemon something something. Let's check this video out.
السلام عليكم. لا تنسوا الإعجاب بالفيديو والاشتراك في القناة تشجيعا لنا لنستمر بنشر المزيد إن شاء الله.
What the fuck is going on here? This is weird. Something about this is fucked up. Something about this video seems very weird. Who uploaded this? Well, this video was uploaded by a gentleman with a channel name that I cannot read. But if we put it into Google Translate, we can see that this is Arabic for a channel named How Many Recipes. And the channel icon is food. So on the surface, this just looks like an Arabic cooking channel. Let's take a look at the description.
Welcome to the Tabkau Kam Wasfa channel. Here you will find the best, quick and easy recipes for preparing delicious dishes, focusing on fresh ingredients and healthy recipes that suit all tastes. Follow us for our weekly routine where we share a variety of recipes from the Arab cuisine, in addition to tips for preparing meals for family and friends. Don't forget to subscribe and activate the notifications button to receive all the latest in the world of cooking. Easy recipes, healthy cooking, Arab cuisine, meal and juice ideas, cooking tips, delicious dishes and videos. Cooking, routine cooking.
Alright, there's a coherent brand here. This guy has a legit channel, and he happens to be live right now. I wonder what he's live streaming. Let's take a look. Please subscribe my channel. I muted sound because of commercials. Don't go. I will enable after ads end. What's going on here? What is How Many Recipes doing? Is he running a cooking show that has commercials, but he's muting the commercials on his own stream? I'm very confused. Perhaps the title of this live stream will shed some light on what's going on here. Life, Liberty, and Levin with Mark Levin, February 16th, 2025, full HD. Breaking news Trump, February 16th, 2025, 6 p.m. Well, this doesn't seem like anything that an Arabic cooking channel would be live streaming. How odd. Perhaps the chat is as confused as I am. Sons of God says,
If the Constitution was truly fully upheld, we would be living in a utopian paradise on Earth.
Marion Keller replies to Sons of God saying,
The only utopia on earth will come after the rapture when Jesus returns, and man turns back to God's law. It is written.
This has nothing to do with cooking either. Well, let's wait for the ads to end, because I really want to see what's going on here.
And that's why I want Tom Cotton on the program today. He's come out with a book, 7 Things You Can't Say About China. This book is so compelling.
You see that? You see what's going on here? You see, this is what this channel actually does. That lemon video, the channel name and description, it was all just a front. But this here, this is what this channel is actually all about. This channel illegally hosts cable news streams. Now, I don't know exactly how the owner of this channel goes about evading the YouTube Content ID system. It doesn't appear that he's making use of any sophisticated loopholes. In fact, if we just look at the channel's live tab, it appears that the owner of this channel deletes these live streams not long after they air. But from what we can see here, he's been pirating Fox News for at least 5 hours today. Fuck, that's so long. Damn, that's so much. You would think that YouTube would be able to shut this shit down in 30 seconds. But hey, that's why I call them shell channels. Maybe if his channel name was something like,
I am illegally sharing a Fox News live broadcast, violation of copyright law. I am a criminal, copyright infringement.
well, then maybe YouTube would be able to shut this down. But since his name is How Many Recipes, he just flies right under the radar. You know, never mind the name of the live stream saying exactly what show on Fox he's ripping, with the exact date, somehow this guy just skirts on by. So that's shocking, right? this can't be something that happens on a mass scale. But like I said, there are a lot of these channels. How many? I have no idea, but they all kind of do the same thing as Mr. How Many Recipes. Now before we look at any more of these channels, I want to make something absolutely clear. I'm going to show you these channels, and I'm not going to censor anything, but I do not want you to go harass these channels. I would like you to treat this like going to the zoo. When you go to the zoo, you don't tap on the glass, you don't disturb the animals, and I want you to do the same exact thing here. I want you to just look at these channels and admire their beauty. We're here to observe these specimens, not mess around with them. And you may say,
Oh, Pastrami, you're exposing them. You're gonna show their channel names and get them taken down.
No, I'm not. They're exposing themselves. They're the ones who title their streams, "Come watch Fox News live here for free." If their channel gets taken down, it's on them. And even if it gets taken down, it doesn't fucking matter. Like I said, I don't even know how many of these channels there are. There's so many of them. To me, they seem like the Hydra. You cut one head off and then two more pop back in its place. So now let's take a look at the next channel. Sao Kong Design. What kind of videos does this gentleman make? Well, once again, his video titles are not in English, but if we plug this into Google Translate, we can see that this is once again Arabic, and it reads, "A prank. I drank hashish in front of my wife and kids. I didn't expect their reaction. Is it a good prank? I don't know. Let's check it out."
ازيكم يا جماعه عاملين ايه؟
Okay, so this is actual content. This is not bot content. Some would probably even say that this is good content. Do I think it's good content? Well, I don't think I'm the target audience. But he's also live streaming. Is he live streaming these pranks? I sure hope so. That would be a privilege to watch. Nope, he's live streaming Fox News. Gutfeld, February 17th, 2025. Live stream, full show. Breaking news today, February 17th, 2025. To an audience of 586 loyal Fox News viewers. What's the thumbnail say? Well, it has a picture of Greg Gutfeld, famed comedian.
Excellent. All right, I see that this
Have
is...
you guys ever even watched the Super Bowl?
Yes.
I'm starting to feel like you haven't.
Yes. I just bought a toilet. It's a Super Bowl.
No, please, Mr. Gutfeld, don't kill us.
And we can see what I believe is supposed to be the chyron saying, Trump eliminate Democratic. So it seems that Mr. Sao Kong Design, when he's not pumping out some of the greatest prank content of 2025, is illegally streaming Fox News. I keep saying illegally. I'm not trying to sound like a Karen. Oh, you're stealing their content. You're hurting them. I don't really give a shit. You can hijack the actual Fox News broadcast and blast gay porn for all that I care. I'm just showing you this shit because I think it's hilarious. It is funny that Sao Kong Design, a channel which purports to produce original prank content, is actually just a shell channel for a guy who's illegally hosting Fox News streams. That is funny. I don't know how you can say that that's not funny. What does his channel bio even say? Oh, his channel description literally says, you just need to subscribe to the channel and watch the full show. Alright, third channel here, we've got Maka Ashirwad. What's the channel description say?
Jai Shri Radhe Krishna Ji friends. Friends, on this channel you will find story type videos. If you like the video, then please subscribe to my channel.
Story type videos. Is that so? Let's check out one of these story type videos.
अरे विजय
क्या हुआ तू इस पागल को देखकर रुक क्यों गया?
तभी ये कहता है मुझे what is this? Okay, it seems like this guy just stole this from Facebook or something because it looks like there was once a watermark here and that our channel administrator has just taken the liberty of blurring it out. Or maybe that's just part of his creative vision. I don't know. But hey, he's live. Is he live streaming these story type videos? I don't know. Let's look. Nope. He's also live streaming Gutfeld. Kamala asks Trump for seat. Alright, who else is live streaming Gutfeld right now? Who else is up Felding they gut right now? Alright, here we've got Bangla Health Tips with a whopping 1.4 million subscribers? Fuck!
Friends, welcome to our channel. The information provided on these channel videos is based on our findings and experience. Any information on our video should not be considered as professional consultation. We have not licensed professionals, so getting the advice of a professional doctor is the safest for any health problems you need. This channel is not responsible for any damages you may have seen on this channel. Because everyone has different physical fitness, so take proper steps to consult your personal doctor or specialist to solve a health problem. Take a healthy life. Thank you.
Take a healthy life. That is an ominous thing for our non-licensed health professionals to say. Bangla Health Tips, celebrated for groundbreaking content such as, be careful. Those who eat cauliflower regularly. Do you know what will happen if you eat cauliflower? You will be surprised to know.
ফুলকপি একটি শীতকালীন সবজি। এ সময় প্রায় সবার ঘরেই প্রতিদিন ফুলকপির কোনো না কোনো পদ খাওয়া হয়।
Ah, yes, of course. Are any of the non-licensed physicians from this channel currently live streaming? Because I'd like to ask them to elaborate on the risks associated with excess cauliflower consumption. Well, they are live streaming, but I don't think they're going to be taking any questions, because do you know what they're live streaming? Gutfeld. Pelosi begs a Trump. These thumbnails are tremendous. You know, Mr. Beast makes pretty good thumbnails, but I think Bangla Health Tips is really going to give him a run for his money. Alright, how about this channel, which translates to Me and My Children? The description says, daily videos of me and my kids. Ignore the fact that all of his videos are clearly food related. This is a family man, an honest man, a man of his word. Fuck, he is currently simultaneously hosting 2 illegal live streams of Gutfeld. God damn it, this is not a family man. This is a Gutfeld man. How about this one? It translates to Kingdom of Celebrities with Bosma. Well, it should read Kingdom of Celebrities with Gutfeld, because they're streaming fucking Gutfeld. Le Recetas de Rita? How about Le Recetas de Gutfeld? Because they're streaming Gutfeld. There's so fucking many of them. Oh my god, there's just so fucking many of them. Oh my god, Gutfeld!
I just bought a toilet.
Fuck, Gutfeld!
I just bought a toilet.
Funny. Fuck.
It's a Super Bowl. 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 It's a Super Bowl.
Fuck! Fucking hate Gutfeld. He's so funny. Alright. I've calmed down. You get the picture. There's like 1 trillion people in the greater Middle East who are just pumping out pirated Fox News streams. And I doubt YouTube is the only place that they're doing this. Like, Bangla Health Tips and the rest of the crew are probably on Twitch, Kick, Rumble, God only knows where else, the deep web. They're on a red room. There's a red room where you can pay to watch more Gutfeld. You know, when I first discovered this, I thought, well, this is just a bunch of people who are doing this. There's no central governing authority here who's coordinating all of these streams at once. But now that I take a closer look, I think that there must be some kind of central authority responsible for all of this. These channels are all so similar. They all pump out the same horse shit, like, subscribe this channel if you need health. And then they're all just streaming Gutfeld at the same time. It could just be like one of those scam call centers. Like, you know how Jim Browning makes those videos where he exposes those Indian scam call centers? Well, maybe there's an office in West Bengal where there's a guy running a Gutfeld stream farm. There's also great exchanges in the chats of these channels. Here's just a few that I've collected from my research.
Fraud, waste, and abuse. Follow the money. Keep that in mind, folks.
$15.10 for a pack of Camel non-filters at a convenience store here.
While Democrats try to figure out which bathroom to use, Trump's saving America.
Ever try Ethiopian food?
Quote-unquote unmanned aircraft is their mantra.
To the women here, I promise to wear clothes while Skype chat video live in person.
And I would be remiss if I did not pay special homage to the thumbnails of these live streams. Breaking news, Trump's policy protests. And we've got Biden and Trump. Gutfeld, breaking news, Trump eliminate Democratic. Live, breaking news, Joe talks too much. Breaking news, Musk audits jerks for Trump. Breaking news, Ukraine is hap.py with Trump. Breaking news, Trump di.gs in the book. Trump digs in the book. What is the book? What the fuck? Breaking news. Trump stop AOC lying. Breaking news. Kamala buy her seat. It's not even breaking news. Trump starts revenge fast. Okay, with that, I think it's time to move on to the second group of channels. Remember, this was only the first group of channels. We have yet to talk about the second group. And in my honest opinion, the second group is even better than the first. Now, when I say second group, I'm kind of using the word group very loosely. I should really just call this the outlier channel, because it's only one individual channel. This channel has undergone many name changes, but most recently, it has gone by the name of Grassroots Politics. This channel is run by an ordinary American guy, much like myself. I'm just gonna let the description of his channel speak for itself.
Grassroots Politics is dedicated to covering political news, as well as a wide range of domestic and international issues from across the world. Grassroots Politics believes getting high and being informed are vital to our nation's democracy. Grassroots Politics is pro-cannabis. Grassroots Politics believes in freedom of speech. Grassroots Politics welcomes all ideas and perspectives. Doesn't mean we have to agree. If you care to comment or have a substantive debate about anything related to politics, step up. Grassroots Politics is against leftism. Grassroots Politics will give it to you straight, whether you like it or not. Hashtag politics, hashtag breaking news, hashtag 420, hashtag Donald Trump, hashtag Joe Biden, hashtag MAGA, hashtag USA, hashtag America, hashtag live, hashtag news, hashtag grassroots, hashtag political.
So this guy is nothing like the other channels. He's just an honest guy maintaining a posture of humility towards the audience, and he's saying, I am covering political issues, and I am willing to engage in open and honest debate with my audience. So why would I put this guy in here? What could he possibly have in common with the petty thefts from earlier? Well, I'm getting there. Just stay with me. He frequently live streams, and on his live streams, he will host his own news show. Take a look.
What's up, everybody? Let me share the link. What's going on, everybody? Hope everyone's having an excellent day. Just got off. I was sitting on a meeting that didn't happen. Wow.
Look, he's even got his own little ticker there at the bottom of the screen. Breaking news, open panel, chat, 420. Open panel? That's right. Grassroots Politics live streams his own news show on YouTube, and that show hosts a panel of guests. And this panel engages in discussions and analysis. And before I show you this panel, I just want you to understand that this is not your ordinary panel. This panel is star-studded. And the production value of this show is just, it's just, you just gotta see it. Alright, are you ready? Have a look. Listen, I warned you, Grassroots Politics is bringing in the big guns. So first and foremost, we have our host with the most, Grassroots Politics. Then, of course, we have Mr. Special Rez. Then, we have a guy whose username is actually his full legal name, which I am going to blur out. But he goes by the nickname of Iranian Mole. So from this, we can deduce that he's obviously some kind of undercover intelligence asset. Listen, I warned you, this is the greatest panel ever. And then we have LDT, a sinister, brooding character, a man of few words. And then, last but not least, we have Captain Have Fun. So what complex, headline-shaping, geopolitical, academic discussion is our panel engaging in?
Zira's case, the French government in France 24's case, etc. They need to start doing that for the New York Times and Politico and anyone else. Like,
what cracks me up?
It's only
what
fair.
Cracks me up is that these people will tell you, "Oh, Elon Musk."
Wow, I mean. Wow, you're just not going to get these kind of insights anywhere else. And like any other respectable news broadcast, every now and again, they have to cut to commercial break. They have to allocate some of their airtime to their sponsors. What's a typical ad break look like for the Grassroots Politics news show? Well, let's take a look.
Identified a leak inside the government that was tipping them off.
Yep.
And so,
and we're coming back. I'll bring you right back to that.
For sure.
Just give it away.
The days of early afternoon White House lids are long gone. Since returning to office 2 weeks ago, President Trump has been jam-packing his schedule with endless executive orders. Signing a couple more today.
I lied. That wasn't an ad break. The Grassroots Politics news show is the ad break. You see, Grassroots Politics is doing the same exact thing that the other channels were doing, but in a slightly different way. Grassroots Politics will start a live stream under the pretense that he's hosting his own news show, but really all he's doing is illegally streaming Fox News, just like all of the other channels. But instead of just cutting the audio when the regular Fox News ad break starts, he and his panel will jump in and run their own news show. You see now why I consider Grassroots Politics to be in a league of his own when it comes to this kind of thing. He's got his own little brand going on here, and really what he's doing is incredible. You're getting 2 news shows for the price of 1, or actually for the price of none. I forgot he's stealing the original broadcast. But you get what I'm trying to say. You get to watch Fox News, which is not the main attraction, and then during the ad breaks, you get to watch the main show with Grassroots Politics and his panel. Now, given that this is something of an underground broadcast, it's not always perfect. Every now and again, there are technical difficulties. There are some hiccups. For instance, Grassroots will sometimes forget to mute the sound of the Fox News ad break when he cuts back to the panel.
And the flavor you love. So here's to now. Now available Boost Max. Tell me.
You know, I heard somebody say the other day that
Rob, the commercial sound is still on.
To help reduce swelling and fight pain.
Best 20 minutes of my day.
He's preoccupied.
Yeah, I think he's on a call.
Now, for your average garden variety news show with casual viewers, this would render the broadcast unwatchable. But for us, the audience of activists, the modern day Paul Revere's, We don't mind at all. We're not watching this for the production value. We're watching this for the hard-hitting commentary. And I think you'll agree that you're not going to find these kinds of high-level, engaging discussions anywhere else. Take a look.
I'm looking at these, let me see, at these polls. Harris leads Trump. I don't believe that, bro. Harris
I don't believe it one bit.
By 4 points. I don't believe none of that shit, bro.
Most news shows will just read off the results of the poll to you. But for grassroots politics, well, that's not enough for him. He's going to tell you what he thinks of the polls.
I don't believe any of that. Any poll that has her, I don't believe that. What? So just all this enthusiasm is silent enthusiasm? Because the only time I ever see a supporter is on TV. Like when I don't go out there and see a bunch. I've seen.
You cannot dispute that logic. You see, he sees through the lies and misinformation of the mainstream media. This is too good. You know, I've really learned to watch. Here, let's take a look at some more expert level political analysis.
And what I'm waiting for is he's gonna. Bro, I just fucking wait. I just lost my train of thought. It's I just fucking had a little high moment. I just had a fucking high moment now. He's gonna go in there. But yeah, he said that somebody was talking about TikTok.
And also, I really can't get over this. This guy in the bottom left corner is legit in like a meth lab dungeon. Is he doing this out of like a boiler room? Anyways, what else have we got here?
Dude, I had tragedy yesterday. My bowl broke.
Oh, your bowl broke for real?
My bowl broke, dropped right on the floor. I was getting ready to clean it, and I had it on my lap, but I stood up.
Forgot it was there.
It went flunk. It didn't even. It was so ooey gooey. It didn't make a crack sound. It just went.
Oh damn!
I picked it up. It was still in one piece, but it was just broken.
Yeah, it was broken.
Okay, the jig's up. This shit's like barely a news show. These guys just get fucking ripped smoking weed and then hit live. Do you agree with them? Yes? No? Maybe so? It doesn't even really matter because they're barely even speaking English half of the time.
Show hosts he's worked with, he said he liked a lot of the call-ins, more interviews than having them come in studio because it was really awkward. He could always just be like, all right, we got to go.
You know, my friends will talk to me and they'll talk about the shows that they're watching. Like, oh, dude, The Office is so funny. This stand-up special on Netflix is really funny. Did you see it? I say no. I don't watch that garbage. I watch 420 Politics and I watch the Grassroots Politics Open News panel. I watch grown men, old men, get fucked up on drugs and then talk about politics to an audience of like 20 people. I just had to make a video about this because this is so underappreciated and it's so funny. So I hope you all enjoyed, and now I'm gonna go back to watching some Grassroots Politics.